Good morning, everybody. We finished inverse. How to find inverse in matrices, matrix inversion, matrix inverse. How to find the inverse? We finished. Adjoint we finished. And then next concept is how to solve the linear equations in three variables. So linear equations. How to solve the linear equations using matrix method. So there are actually three ways in our textbook. One is linear equation solving methods are three are there actually in our textbook. One is Cramer's rule, next inversion method, third one is Gauss-Jordan method. Among these, this year only for this COVID year, Gauss-Jordan method is deleted. Only Cramer's rule and inversion method are there. So we will concentrate only on Cramer's and inversion method. So, and very easy method is Cramer's rule. So we will start with Cramer's rule, how to solve the linear equations in theory way. Not only three variables, but 4-5 variables also you can do using using matrices method. But you will learn in our engineering. Presently you will learn only with 3 or 2 variables how to solve. 3 variable equation generally like a1x plus b1y plus c1 equal to 0, a2x plus b2y plus c2z equal to some constant. This is 2 variable a1x plus b1y plus c1 equal to 0, but 3 variable. So a1x plus b1y plus c1z equal to some d1, like a2x plus b2y plus c2z equal to d2. I am saying 3 variable. So 2 variable automatically, if you close this, automatically 2 variable, that is c1, if there is no z, like that. So a1x plus b1y plus c1 equal to 0, a2x plus b2y plus c2 equal to 0 gives you 2 variable, 2 equations, 2 by 2 matrix you will get. If it is 3, you will get 3 by 3 matrix, that's it. So there is no difference between 2 variable or 3 variable. Only size of the matrix will change, procedure is same. So I will tell you directly 3 variable. So automatically you can do 2 variable. a3x plus b3y plus c3z equal to d. So these are the 3 equations, 3 linear equations. Linear is degree 1 you know, and they are having 3 variables x, y, z. So linear equation 3 variables will solve using matrix method. How do we solve? If it is 2 variable, you already learned at our 10th class, substitution method, elimination method and cross multiplication method. Here like the same 3 methods for 3 variables. Or 4 variables also you can apply the same method. One is Cramer's, inversion, Gauss-Jordan. First we will discuss Cramer's rule. First of all we will discuss Cramer's rule. What do Cramer's rule does? First of all, for 3 variable, for any 3 variable, there will be 3 equations to solve. Then how can you solve this? If you observe the equation will be like this. A equal to A1, B1, C1, A2, B2, C2, A3, B3, C3. These are the coefficients of the 3 variables. So I am forming a matrix with the coefficients, I am calling it as A. So I am forming a matrix with their coefficients A1, B1, C1, A2, B2, C2, A3, B3, C3. I will assume this as A. And I will form another matrix B or X, your choice of case. This variable is BRQT. So X equal to, I am taking the variables X, Y, Z as a column matrix. Variables X, Y, Z as a column matrix. Now this is 3 by 3 if you observe. This is 3 by 1. So these two I can multiply. I will get a resultant matrix is 3 by 1 again. So another column matrix. So I will take that is D equal to D1, D2, D3. D1, D2, D3. So what I want to say here is, if you observe these equations are nothing but Ax equal to, means if I multiply this with this, what do I get? A1x plus B1y plus C1z is the first element. Like second element A2x plus B2y plus C2z. Third element is A3x plus B3y plus C3z. So A1 first element equal to D I am saying. First element of D is D1. So a1x plus b1y plus c1z equal to d1, first equation. Like second equation. Third equation means Ax equal to D represents the given equation. Always Ax equal to D represents the given three equations. So given three equations I can write like this: Ax equal to, where A is the coefficient matrix, A is the coefficient matrix, X is the variable column matrix, variable matrix with one column, and D is constant matrix, matrix formed with the constants with one column. Three rows, one column, 3 by 1. So D is 3 by 1, X is 3 by 1 matrix. D is formed with the constants, X is formed with the variables x, y, z. And A is formed with all the coefficients of x, y, z, that is 3 by 3 matrix. So Ax into D gives me, A into x equal to D gives me the original equation. So if I solve this, I will get the solutions of this. How to solve? So first we will discuss Cramer's rule. What is Cramer's rule? Cramer's rule, proofs are not needed. That's why I write directly Cramer's rule. What do Cramer's rule tells? Cramer's rule, according to Cramer's rule, x is equal to delta 1 by delta, y equal to delta 2 by delta, z equal to delta 3 by delta. What is delta 1? Delta 1 is nothing but replacing first column elements with d1, d2, d3. Replacing first column elements with d1, d2, d3 gives me delta 1. So what is delta first of all? So delta equal to delta A. Delta equal to delta A. Here delta is determinant formed by the elements of A. That is A1, B1, C1, A2, B2, C2, A3, B3, C3 gives me delta. Now what is delta 1? Delta 1 is replacing first column elements with the constants. That is D1, D2, D3 gives me delta 1. Like delta 2 is replacing second column elements with constants. First column as it is A1, A2, A3. But replacing second column elements with constants D1, D2, D3. Replacing second column with the constants gives me delta 2. Gives me delta 2. Now, if I replace third column elements, then I will get delta 3. Delta 3 is replacing second column elements are as it is B1, B2, B3, and replacing third column elements by D1, D2, D3 gives me delta 3. So x equal to delta 1 by delta, y equal to delta 2 by delta, z equal to delta 3 by delta. So using that, you can find the x, y, z values. X, y, z values. Very simple this is. Simplest method is Cramer's rule. We will do two sums, then you can understand how to do the sums using Cramer's rule. So we will go for that, and definitely 1 7 marker from the solving of linear equations. It can be either Cramer's rule or inversion method. He will ask in the exam. Whatever may be the asked, you should answer in that method. You should not do in our own method. He will ask. Solve the equations using Cramer's rule, using Gauss-Jordan method, using inversion method, like that they will ask in exam. So we will do, first we will do using Cramer's rule how to solve the sum. We will take one exercise sum, then we will solve using Cramer's rule, then you can understand very easily. Now, these are the three given equations. How to solve using Cramer's rule we will see. So first of all, we will take the coefficient matrix as A. So A equal to, here coefficient matrix is 1, minus 1, 3, 4, 2, minus 1. Next, minus 1, 3, 1. This is coefficient matrix. X is always variable matrix x, y, z. X, y, z. And D is constant matrix. So D is equal to 5, 0, 5. D equal to 5, 0, 5. 5, 0, 5. So this is D. Now, first we will go for delta. Delta is what I told, delta. Delta is determinant of A. So taking any row or column multiplied by their corresponding cofactors. So I will take first row, 1 into 2 plus 3. 1 into 2 plus 3. Next, minus 1. So minus of minus plus 1 into 4 minus 1. Next, plus 3 into, closing this row, this column we already know, 12 plus 2. 12 plus 2. 4 3 are 12, minus of minus plus 2. So gives you 3 plus 2, 5, plus 3, plus 14 3 are 42 what? This is 12 plus 2, 14, 14 3 are 42. 42 plus 3, 45 plus 5, 50. So delta A equal to means det A equal to, I got it as 50. Delta or det A, I got it as 50. So this is not equal to 0. If det A is 0, then no solution to 0. If det A is 0, then no solution for the equations. Now det A not equal to 0, then only we can solve. So first of all, to solve the equation, A should be a non-singular matrix. A should be a non-singular matrix. If A is singular, then there is no solution for the three equations. Now, for delta equal to, means det A equal to, I got 50 not equal to 0, means there is a solution for x vector. How to find the solution? Unique solution I need to find. What is the unique solution? How can I find? I need to go for x equal to delta 1 by delta. Means first I need to find delta 1. What is delta 1 I told? Replacing first column elements with constant, then find the determinant. Gives you delta 1. So I will find delta 1 now. I will find delta 1 now. Means how can I find delta 1? Delta equal to 50 I got. Keep it aside. I will write here delta equal to. Now I will go for delta 1. How can I find delta 1? Replacing first column elements means, what is first column here? In place of this, I need to write D, that is 505. Remaining two are same as this, minus 1, 2, 3 minus 1, 1. Now I will find determinant of this. So any row, any column I can take. So I will go for the first row only, no problem. 5 into its cofactor, closing this row, this column, 2 plus 3, 5. Minus of minus plus 1 into plus 1 into 0 minus of minus 5, 0 plus 5, 5. 0 minus of minus 5, minus plus 5, plus 3 into plus 3 into plus 3 into, how much I will get? 0, closing this row, this column, gives me 0 minus 10. So minus 10. 0 minus 10. So minus 10 I will get. This is 5 5 is 25 plus 5 minus 30. 30 minus 30, 0. So delta 1 equal to, I got 0. Delta 1 equal to, I got 0. Whenever delta 1 is 0, x equal to what I told? Delta 1 by delta. X equal to delta 1 by delta is nothing but 0 by 50. 0 only. So x is 0 by 50 is nothing but 0. So x value I got it as 0. X equal to 0. X equal to 0. So like that I will find y. How can I find y? Replacing second column elements by the constants. Replacing second column elements by the constants. Means first row as it is I will write. But first column as it is I will write. 1 4 minus 1. 1 4 minus 1. This delta 2 I am finding now. 1 4 minus 1. And second column elements is to be replaced by D. D is 5 0 5. Now find the determinant, gives you delta 2. Gives you delta 2. Automatically y is equal to delta 2 by delta I told. So if you find this delta of this 1 into 0 plus 5. Next minus 5 into 4 plus 4 minus 1. 4 minus 1 minus 5 into 4 minus 1 plus 3 into 20 minus 0. 1 2 minus 0. So this is 5 minus 5 3 is 15 plus 3 20 is 60. So left out is 60 minus 15, 45 plus 5, 50, 50. So delta 2 is equal to 15. Therefore, y equal to delta 2 by delta. Y equal to delta 2 by delta. Y equal to delta 2 by delta. So this is equal to delta 2, I got 50, delta is 50. 50 by 50 gives me 1. So therefore, y equal to 1. 50 by 50 is 1. So delta 2, y is equal to 1 I got. Y is equal to 1 I got. Now I need to go for delta 3. Delta 3 is replacing third column elements by constants. D. Replacing third column elements by D gives me delta 3. Gives me delta 3. So that is first column as it is, second column as it is, but third column I need to replace. Minus 1, 2, 3. Minus 1, 2, 3. And replacing third column elements by D. That is 5, 0, 5. 5, 0, 5. Now find the determinant. So that is 1 into 10 minus 0. 1 into 10 minus 0. Minus of minus plus 1 into minus of minus plus 1 into plus 1 into 4 minus 20 minus 0. 20 minus 0 plus 5 into 12 minus of minus plus 2. 12 plus 2. This is 12 plus 2. So left out is 1 into 10, 10 plus 1 into 20, 20 plus 14, 5 is 70. So 70 plus 20 plus 10 is nothing but 100. 100. So Z is equal to 100. Z is equal to delta 3 by delta. Z is equal to delta 3 by delta. So this is equal to 100 by 50. 100 by 50 is 2 times it will go. So Z equal to 2. Z equal to 2. Therefore, Z equal to 2. So by solving 3 linear equations, I got x equal to 0, y equal to 1, z equal to 2. X equal to 0, y equal to 1, z equal to 2. Like this, we will solve the 3 linear equations using Cramer's rule. Now, we will discuss one more sum on this method, then we will go for the next method. So, this sum 2x minus 5 plus 3z equal to 9, x plus 5 plus z equal to 6, x minus 5 plus z equal to 2. So, as usual, A is coefficient matrix. So, A is equal to, I will write coefficient matrix 2 minus 1, 3, 1, 1, 1, and 1 minus 1 plus 1. This is coefficient matrix. Next, x is as usually x by z, variable matrix, and D is as usually constant matrix. So what is constant matrix? 9, 6. 9, 6. Constant matrix is 9, 6. So first we will go for delta as usual. Delta is nothing but delta. How to find delta? We know. Taking first row. That is any row. Actually, I am taking first row. 2 into its cofactor. 1 plus 1. 2. Minus of minus 1 plus 1 into its cofactor. It's minor. 1 minus 1. 0. Plus 3 into its minor. Minus 1 minus 1 minus 2. Minus 1 minus 1 minus 2. So 2 to the 4 plus 0 minus 6. So left out is minus 2. So delta equal to minus 2. Delta equal to minus 2. I will write delta value as usually here. Delta equal to minus 2. Next I need to go for delta 1. Then next I will need to go for delta 1. What is delta 1? Replacing first column elements with D. D. So delta 1 equal to, replacing first column element. So instead of this first column, I need to write D. 9, 6, 2. Second column as it is 1, minus 1, 1, minus 1, 3, 1, 1, 3, 1, 1. Now, how can I find that? 9 into its cofactor. 1 plus 1, 2. Minus of minus plus 1 into 6 minus 2, 4. 6 minus 4, minus 2 is 4. Next, plus 3 into its cofactor is minus 6 minus 2, minus 8. Minus 6 minus 2, minus 8. 9 2 is 18 plus 4 minus 8 3 is 24. So it gives me 22 minus 24 minus 2 gives me minus 2. So I will get x value easily. X is equal to delta 1 by delta. X is equal to delta 1 by delta. Delta 1 I got it as minus 2 and delta we got it as again minus 2. Minus 2 by 2 so gets cancelled for one time. So x is equal to 1. Now I got x is equal to 1. X is equal to 1. Now I need to go for y. Y is delta 2 by delta. So how can I find delta 2 now? This delta 1 x value I got. Now I need to go for delta 2 gives me y. So y is equal to delta 2 by delta. Delta 2 is replacing second column elements with the d. Second column elements with d gives me delta 2. So first column as it is 2, 1, 1. But replacing second column elements with the d 9, 6, 2. Now this is equal to 2 into its coefficient, cofactor 6 minus 2 4, 6 minus 2 4, minus 9 into its cofactor 1 minus 1 0, plus 3 into its cofactor 2 minus 6 minus 4, 2 minus 6 minus 4. Now this is 4 to the 8 minus 0 minus 12 gives me minus 4, gives me minus 4. So y is equal to delta 2 by delta, that is minus 4 by minus 2. So minus minus cancel 2 2 there. So y is equal to 2. Y is equal to 2. X equal to 1, I got y equal to 2. Now I need to go for delta 3. Delta 3 is replacing third column elements with the d, then gives me delta 3, gives me z. Now replacing third column gives me delta 3. So delta 3 means second column as it is minus 1, 1, minus 1, minus 1, 1, minus 1. And then third column with the d. So third column is 9, 6, 9, 6, 2. Now this is equal to, as usual, I will take first row, 2 into replacing third column elements with d. Now 2 into, finding that 2 into 2 minus of minus plus 6, 2 plus 6, 8, 2 plus 6, 8, minus of minus plus 1 into 2 minus 6, minus 4. 2 minus 6 is minus 4. 2 minus 6 is minus 4. Plus 9 into 9 into replacing this one, this column, left out is this. So minus 1, minus 1, minus 2. Minus 1, minus 1 is minus 2. Minus 1, minus 1 is minus 2. Now 8 to the 16 minus 4. 16 minus 4 minus 18. 16 minus 4 minus 18. So gives me minus 6. Gives me minus 6. This is minus 2 minus 4 minus 6. So now z equal to delta 3 by delta. Z equal to delta 3 by delta equal to minus 6 by minus 2. Delta is minus 2. 2, 3 jar. So z equal to 3. So x equal to 1, y equal to 2, z equal to 3 is the final result. So x equal to 1, y equal to 2, z equal to 3 is final result. Like this, we will solve the linear equations in 3 variables using Cramer's rule. So, same method, you do the remaining sums. Whole exercise you should do using Cramer's rule. Then next day, tomorrow, we will discuss the inversion method. Next method, inversion method. Same sums we can do using inversion method. But in exam, you will ask either inversion or Gauss diagram. Depending on whatever he is asking, you need to solve. So, we will continue in the next class, other method. Same sums we can do using other method. So,